Hello guys, welcome to this video. I'll still be looking at the ICT paper 3-2 May June 2023. So for this video, I'm going to be considering the website authoring, okay, which is this first part of the paper 3-2. Okay, so you have been supplied with the following source files, okay, all these source files, okay. Create a new, okay, so let me just first of all go back there and see my source file. Okay, that's fine. My source files are there. So the question says create a new word processed document. Make sure your name, center number, and candidate number will appear on every page of this document. So I'm going to go to my work area. So already I created a folder called work area. Okay, so I like to have my printout, basically all my printout in there. So I'm going to right click here. I want to create a Word document. What do I call the Word document? Save the document in your work area as J2332 evidence underscore. Let me just copy that underscore followed by your center number underscore candidate number, for example, this. Okay, so I'm just going to go right there and then just change the name to this underscore. My center number is a NG156, and then of course underscore 0004. That's my candidate number. Okay, all right, so I can open that. Okay, so okay, so I want to make sure that my name, center number, and candidate number will appear on every page. So you want to just double click on the header there. You can do it on a footer, anyone you want. So I can have my name, Kechuku Anolefo. Okay, comma NG156, comma, and then 0004. That will represent my candidate number. So I'm good with that. Okay, good. You will use this as evidence document during the examination. Okay, so I think everything here, we are done with this. Okay, so let's go to task 2, image editing and file management. Okay, so number 1, create a new folder called tasks. Okay, so let me just copy that and then locate the following files and store them in your task folder. Okay, so let me go in there again. Let me let me just create it here actually. So I can create a new folder right here. I can call it tasks. Okay, so I'm going to locate some certain files. I think Excel is the only file I will not have in there. Okay, so I'm just going to select from here to here, and then hold on my control key and press on this one. So I'll deselect it. Excuse me. Okay. And then have them inside the task folder, TAS folder. Okay, so that's it. So that's all the files. I've moved them. So the question says, open the file j2332tiger.jpg in a graphics package. Edit this image by, okay, so let me just open that in a graphic package. Tiger 2332 tiger. So you want to open that task. I like it this way so I can locate the file easily. Okay, so this is the tiger. So I want to right click. I want to open it using paint. Okay, so let me just zoom out a bit from down here. I think everything is showing now. Is it? Okay, so let me just okay, that's fine. So the question says edit the image by rotating it 180 degrees. So I'm going to just going to go there. I want to go to rotation here and then rotate by 180. Okay, and obviously reflecting or flipping it horizontally so that tire is on the right. Okay, tire is on the right. So you want to go to flip here. You want to make sure it's horizontal, not vertical. So you click that. Okay, so the tire is on the left. Okay, so cropping it to remove most of the tire but none of the tiger. Okay, but none of the tiger. Okay, so you want to actually move this to, let's say, this marquee. You want to move it, so as you can see the whiskey of the tiger. So I don't want to increase too much on the tiger, so I think I will leave it like that, not so much of the tiger. Let me just see the question again. It says remove, remove most of the tire. So obviously they know that you can't remove the tire completely without affecting the what's it called, the tiger. So I think I will leave the image like this. That is fair enough for me. Okay, so cropping it to remove everything above the tiger's head, tiger's ears. Okay. Okay, so let's also move this down, this one down, move the marquee down. Okay, so crop it down. Okay, I think this is fine. Okay, so most of it, so make sure you don't affect the ears, so we are good with that. Okay, so I think from here we've done all this. Okay, so let me just highlight so I don't get confused. Okay, so resizing it so that the image is 1000 pixels high, but without changing the aspect ratio. So without changing the aspect ratio here means that we need to maintain aspect ratio so that we don't distort the image. Okay, okay, good stuff. So we want to go there. We want to go to resize here. You want to click on pixel, and then remember that the horizontal will take care of the width, and then the vertical will take care of the height. So it's important that you change this on the vertical side. Okay, so make sure that this maintain aspect ratio is selected. Okay, and then you want to have 1000 there, and then it maintains the aspect ratio. So okay, that's right. So no, nothing is lost. The image did not get distorted. So, but if you remove that aspect ratio, it's going to be distorted, and that's not what we want. Okay, so this one done. So the next one is cropping it to remove the right side so that the image is 500 pixels wide by 1000 pixels high. Okay, so already the image is 1000 pixels high. I hope that reflects on the image. Okay, but okay, so look at it down here. So it's already 1000. So by 740 by 1000. So the height is already 1000. So the question is telling us to remove the right side so that the image is 500 pixels wide. Okay, now how are we going to do this? So you want to go to this side. Now you recognize that as I'm moving this, you see that the width will be changing down here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I will move it till I get to 500 or somewhere around there, very close to 500. Okay, so it's already on 4 something, so I need to move it to be on 500. Once I'm able to catch it to 500, I will release. Okay, so this might be tricky a little bit. Okay, so I'll release that. Okay, so as you can see that this changes to 500, right? So that's how you can get that done. Okay, all right, so that is done. Okay, so save this new image in your task folder in .png. So the image has to be in PNG format using the file name tiger underscore. Let me just copy that. Tiger underscore followed by your candidate number. Okay, just your candidate number. Okay, so we're going to go back right there, and then I want to go to file. You want to go to save as. So I want to choose PNG. PNG is the file format that is required. .png. Okay, so let me go back right there. I want to be sure that, okay, so I'm in task already. So this is the task folder. Let me just be okay, good. In the task folder, that's where they say we should save the image. So I'm going to just paste tiger, making sure that there's no space at the back. Okay, tiger underscore 0004. That should represent my candidate number. Then you can save that. Okay. I think that's about it. So I always choose to use paint because paint is easier, and then every student has paint in their computer. Okay, so most people like to use let's say Photoshop or GIMP or something like that, but so most of these tasks you can actually achieve them using paint. So that's why most of the times I use paint, because some people will be wondering, okay, why am I not using Photoshop or something? But paint can do the job, so we use paint. Okay. By the way, so let me just do this on Photoshop. Okay, let me just edit this on Photoshop. Just for the sake of it, let me just show you guys how you can do the same thing on Photoshop. So I want to open that image. I hope that is it. Okay, tiger on Photoshop. This is one of the things I don't like about Photoshop because it's heavy. So you know. All right. So what? So let me just get that done. So rotating 180 degrees. So you can go to image. You want to go to image rotation. You want to click 180 degrees here, and then let's see. Reflecting or flipping it horizontally so that the tire is on the left. You go back to image again. You want to go to image rotation also. So you want to go to reflection. So this time around, you want to get to flipping it, the canvas to on horizontal. So you want to do that so that the tire will be on the left. Okay, so cropping it to remove most of the tire, but none of the tiger. Okay, so it's already, so the crop here, the crop tool is already taken here, so you can actually, it's already selected, so you can actually adjust here to this point, so you can release. Okay, and then the next one will be to cropping it to remove everything above the tiger's ears. Okay, so you want to also bring down this one. So before you do this, you want to make sure that you click on crop, right? Okay, so I want to be sure. Good. And then resizing it so that the image is 1000 pixels high, but without changing the aspect ratio. So okay, so let me enter. So when you crop it like this, you can press enter, and then that will crop those areas for you, right? What's the question again? Resizing it. Okay, so image 1000 high. So you want to still go to image one more time, and then go to image size here, click on it. So you want to make sure that this chain is selected. So as you can see, it's not selected now, but if I click on it, it's selected. So to maintain aspect ratio, you want to go to height. Okay, you want to go to height, and then so as you can see, also you need to select the what's it called, the resolution to be in pixel. So it has to be in pixel. Sorry, here it has to be in pixel. Everything has to be in pixel, right? Good. So you want to have 1000 right there, and then it's going to maintain aspect ratio, right? So you can okay that. So this is one of the things that happens with Photoshop because it's a heavy program, so sometimes it lags and stuff. All right, so let's see. So cropping it to remove right side so that the image is 500 pixel. Okay, so it's already 1000 high. So if you check down here, the same thing here. So our job is to actually to start moving this. So you have to start moving the crop, what's it called, the crop handle, okay, to 500. So you need to start moving it to 500. Okay, it's just a notch. So it's too much. 501. Okay, so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to hold down my control key. I'm going to press the plus sign, okay, just to zoom it in a little bit. So one thing about this Photoshop is that you're going to be seeing the changes in the width as you go there. So as I move now, so it's more accurate when you zoom in, right? So it's already 500 pixels, so I'm going to leave it like that. So let me zoom out by pressing Control minus. Okay, so I'm going to zoom out by pressing Control minus, and then I can enter, and then that will be zoomed. So if you look at the dimensions here, you see that it is 500 pixel by 1000, and that's exactly what we need. Okay, so you can now go to save as, and then make sure that the file is saved in PNG, and then obviously you can now save. Okay, so that's how I can achieve the same thing using Photoshop. So it's about the same thing actually. So Paint can still do the job, right? So let me just close that without saving, because I've already done that here. Okay. All right. So that's just a side note. So display the contents of. So we are done with everything here. So let's move on. Display the contents of your task folder, showing the folder name or the file names. Okay. So let's first of all let's see. So the folder name is the first one here. And then all file, okay, sorry, folder name is up here, please. That's tasks, right, up here. So that's important that we note that. Okay. Okay. And then of course the file name is there, file extension. So file extension is also there. So you can see .jpg, .htm, and then .png as our this thing, what's it called, as our tiger. Okay. So if you don't have the extension, you can actually go to view and then go to show here, and then you can check file extension, and that will show for you. Okay. So image dimensions. So for us to bring out image dimension, we can just click up here, just right click up here, and then of course click on dimension, and then we can have our dimension right here. Okay. Do I need tags? I can let tags go. Okay. What's next? File sizes. Okay, file sizes. Okay, so file sizes are here, so we're good with that actually. So what's the next thing? So take a screenshot of this folder and place this in your evidence document. Okay. All right. So we can actually use this the sniping tool, and then of course take a screenshot. So oh, sorry, that's a mistake actually. So let me just do it again, because I need to get everything around here. So make sure that you get the file, the folder's name. That the folder's name has to be also selected. So that's why I'm taking the directory up there. The directory up there. So let me copy that. So this is step, what is this step? This is step 1 evidence. Okay. So I'm going to go to my evidence. So I'm going to write step 1. Step 1 evidence. Okay, so I'll just paste it down here. So I'm good with this. It's readable, so it's cool. All right. Okay, I think this one is done. So everything here is done. Okay. So let's move on. So task 3, web page. You are going to create a web page and a style sheet to promote the Tawara Animal Sanctuary. The web page and style sheet must work in any browser. All color codes are in hexadecimal, and any new color codes must also be in hexadecimal. Okay. Make sure that your style sheet contains no HTML. Make your HTML and style sheet as efficient as possible. Okay, so number 2, create in your task folder a web page called task.htm. So I'm going to open my expression web. Okay, good. So I'm going to simply save this. Let me save this HTML into, so let me look for my folder here. So you want to save it inside tasks. So let's see what the question says. Create, okay, for create in your task folder a web page called this. Okay, so this web page has to be called tasks task.htm. Okay, so you need to put that extension there, .htm. Okay, just to be, if you put HTML, it doesn't matter, but just to be consistent with the question actually. Okay, so I'm going to simply save that. So let's see what next. So this web page must be created using a single table and work in all browsers. The table must fit 80% of the browser window. The table must have a structure as shown. in this diagram. Okay, so each table cell is identified with a letter. Some dimensions are shown. The cell content shown in the diagram must not appear on your final web page. Okay, the cell contents shown in the so this cell content here must not appear. So table borders must not appear on your final web page. Okay, so let's go create the table then. So we need to create this table. So the table has about one, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 rows, and then it has three columns. So let's go ahead. So I'm going to go to my okay, let me just go to table right here immediately. Insert table, and then the table is going to be how many rows? 4 rows, if I'm not mistaken. 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. That is A, B, D, E, and then it has 3 columns. Okay, now one important thing is that the question says that the table must fit 80% of the browser window. Okay, 80% of the browser window. So here we need to make the specify width in percentage to be 80%. Okay, so you have to make it 80 here. Okay, so you want to close right there, and then the table has been created. So let's go to design view to view that. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is to make the structure of the table to look like what we have in the question here. Okay, so this first one, which is A, I'm going to just select the whole row, right click, and then of course go to modify, and then merge the cell. So I'm going to write the letter here, A, just to remember. Okay, the next one will be B. Okay, so B will be the second one. So you just have to select both the 2 cells, right click again, modify. All right, so this will represent B. Okay, the next one will be D. Okay, so D is the same thing there. Right click again, modify. Okay, so I'll call it D. So we have a E. So E is here. So I'll have E right there. Then I have F. F is right there. So just call it F. What's the next one? So C. C has to be this. So I need to merge everything here. Right click and then merge. So this one has to be C. Okay. Okay, C. Okay. So now we've been able to do everything right there. Right. So the next thing we want to do is to set the width of B. Okay, so let's go to B and set the width. So I'll go to B. I want to right click on it and then go to cell properties. So the cell properties want to specify in percentage that B will be 58%. Okay, so I will make it 58%. Okay, and then apply and okay. Which one again? So E and F, they will all be, let me do them separately. I think they can be done together, but let me just do them separately. So that 29%, let me be sure, 29%. So I'll apply that, and then of course this one, right click, cell properties, specify percentage, 29% too. Apply that, apply. Okay, so and I have 42% for 40% for this one. So I'll right click, cell, specify, yep, 42%. So it's good to have all this so that it's easy when you are working. Okay, so each table cell is identified with a letter. Okay, table borders must, okay, so I think everything is done here, right? So we're able to achieve that, the structure. Okay, so number 3, Use a video and a source tag to place in cell B the video this. Okay, so we're going to have this video right there. So let me just copy that video. So for us to be able to do this, you can you can go to, I think you can go to insert and then go to media and then choose, make sure you choose Windows Media Player and all that. So for this inserting video, I like to write the code because so that the code will be clean. That's number one. Number two, so that it will be able to run on every browser or most browsers. Okay. So this time around, this is where I would like you to, at least when you're sitting for web authoring exams, first of all, understand the code for video. I like to write the code by myself so that you'll be able to work. Otherwise, you'll be having some, you may not be able to load well, So always make sure that you understand how the codes for video works. Okay, all right. So let me see. So where are we supposed to put this thing? So use a video and source tags to place in cell B the video file. Okay, so we are interested in B. Okay, B here. So I'm gonna just so let me just click on that place and then go to my code view. So I'm in B here. Okay, so I'm going to, so remember to remove that letter B. Okay, so I'll just remove it right there, and then I like to make my code a little bit clean so to be able to understand. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is to have your video tag. Okay, so this is your video tag, open and close. Okay, the next thing you want to do is to set the width. So within the opening tag of the video tag, so you want to have width so that the video will contain within the 100% of that width. Okay, this is very, very important. So you do equals 100%. So you want to have it as 100% here. All right, so that's for the video. Now I want to make it to be autoplay so that it once you load the page, it plays automatically. The video will play automatically. So then I want it to be in what's it called? I want it to be in loop. It will continue playing, and then the next thing I want to do is to make it to be muted. Okay, so because some browsers, if you don't add muted attribute here, some browsers would not like to play, will not even play the video because because of course if it's played, it will be loud. What if you're in a quiet environment or whatever, or maybe where you're not required? So you put this muted so that once the video plays, it will be muted. Okay, so that's for that. Okay, so the next thing I want to have here will be the message you will get if the maybe for some reason a browser is not able to play the video. Okay, so I will type this and I hope is in a question. So the video must fit the width of the cell, which we did for 100%, the width. Okay, display an appropriate text based error message if the browser does not support this video type. Okay, so it's always good to do that. Okay, all right, so let's go back right there, and then so what I'm going to do, I'm going to write the usual thing that we normally write: browser. Your browser does not support this video file type. So you can write anything actually. So I'm just making it to look like what you see in your textbook or something like that. Okay, so you can write anything. You can write video not supported. That's fine. That's very, very fine. Okay, so now we've done that. The next step actually, remember that I'm still within my video tag. Everything is happening within the video tag here. Okay, so the next step will be to actually now determine the source of tell the browser the source of the video. So I'm going to use this attribute source src. Okay, src. I'm going to have a equal sign here, and then this is the time I will paste the name of that video. So the name of the video is J2332 Tiger, just like in the question. I copied it from here, okay, so that I will not make a mistake, right? Okay, so but obviously when you're typing, you need to make sure that you don't make any mistake. So we're going to actually we're going to preview this and see whether it works. So I have type. So what type of video is a video? So you have video slash mp4. I'm so sorry guys, but you need to understand this. You need to know this, and that's why it's always good to understand the coding aspect, the coding level of this. Okay. So the next thing I want to do is very, very important that I close this. Okay, so you can see. So you have to study this, you have to understand this. Okay, so video width 100% within the cell width, and then autoplay, loop, and then muted. Okay, and then you can have your message out here, and then within your source you can have the type and of course the video. Okay, so let's save these changes. Let's go to let's see Chrome. Let's see whether this works on Chrome. Okay, so let me just open that. So as you can see, the video here is playing, right? And as you can see, it's muted and I don't have any control. What if I want to pause it or play it? Okay. Okay, so we can actually put something that will make us to be able to pause the video or maybe play it or maybe be able to, hear. So I can have within the video, the starting tag, I can have controls. Just put that attribute controls, and then save your changes right there, and then go back and then refresh. So as you can see, you can have some element of control now. So you can see that you can now make your video to be heard. So if I click on this, be able to be heard. So you can play, you can pause it, you can play. So that's what the control attribute is used for. Okay, so for this, let me just pause them or pause the video. Sorry. Okay, so that's about it for that. Okay, so let's continue. So it's always advisable that whenever you are actually writing the code, because to do it to preview this in your design view, you're not going to see anything. So you're just going to see this. So it's always good. Your design view is not the best place for you to preview your web page. So don't the way you see it on the design view is not always necessarily how it's going to appear on your browser. So it is very important for you to be refreshing or testing every step on a browser. Okay, so I can even choose to test it on, let's say, Edge, Microsoft Edge, and you can see you can play on any browser. Okay, and this is the reason why I always choose to write the code. Okay, so always remember to know how to write at least inside video or audio. It's very, very important. Okay, all right. Yeah, and another thing is another point is this: some people are using MacBook, some people are using some some strange devices or maybe Dreamweaver to do this. So it is always important actually, so that in case your device is messing up, so once you write a clean code, it's going to work from experience. All right, so I think this is it. So the next one is to place in cell A the image J2332 banner. Okay, so in cell A, so I'm going to just go to A here. Make sure that you remove that A right there. So you want to go to insert, you want to go to picture from your there. Okay, so I've landed here. Okay, so we're interested in the banner here, so I'm going to just insert the banner. Okay, so let me see if there's any indication. So make sure that the aspect ratio is maintained for all images. So we're going to look at that, and then set appropriate alternative texts for each image. Okay, so let me just set the appropriate text for this. So I'll just call it banner. Banner is okay for me, so I'll just okay that. Okay, so if you do that, you can click and then go back to your page. You can save it and go back to your page and then see how it looks. So for now, it's looking great. Okay, I don't think I have any issues with this one. Okay, so I think that's about it. So let me see in the code side of it. Let me see how it looks. So I think it's cool. So we can leave it that way. Okay, all right. So the next one will be C, the image tagger that you have saved in. Okay, so in C, in cell C, the image tagger that you have saved in step 1. Okay, so let's see C. Where is C? C is here. So I'm going to remove that C and then go to insert and then go to picture. Okay, so the image is here, tiger underscore 004, so which is the one I created. Okay, so I'm just gonna call it tiger. Okay, call it tiger right there. So let's see. So I save that, and then the next one, E, the image J23, so monkeys for E. Okay, so I'm gonna go to E. Where's E here? So I will just remove that text right now, and then go to insert. I want to go to image. I want to go to monkey, and then so I'll call this monkeys, something like that, and then close that. Okay, so let's see. The next one will be F, the image J2332 elephants. Okay, so F here, I need to remove that. Make sure your cursor is blinking right there. So you go to insert and then image from file, elephant. So this is elephant here. So make sure you click you choose elephant, not this other one, the picture. The file name elephant. Okay, so I'm gonna call this one elephant, and then okay, that's okay. So now I will save my changes. I'll go back to my browser and then be sure that everything is showing appropriately. Okay, so now this is where the work is. So everything has to show appropriately. It's kind of scattered and stuff. I don't know if I should leave it like this. So let me just leave it. Let me add other things and see how it's going to pan out. Okay. Otherwise, one of the things I would like to do is actually to okay. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. All right. Let's keep going. So everything here, I think, is done. Okay. So for number 4, place in cell D the content of the file J2332 task.txt. Display this text as 2 paragraphs. Okay. Add as a 3rd paragraph the text. Okay. So let's go ahead and then open it. And then I'm just gonna copy everything. Control A, Control C. So I want to go to the D. Where is D? Is it D? Yes, please. It's D. So I want to just remove that and then paste it right there. So in 2 paragraphs. So the other paragraph will be my name. Okay, so let me just see that. So I need to copy that. So web page edited by, followed by your name, center number, and candidate number. So I'm just going to copy this. Copy that and apply style H2 to all text in cell D. Okay, let's see. So let me just write my name. So let me push down. Let me just make a bit of space. So my name Kechuku Anolefu, comma ng, yeah, ng 156, comma, and then 0004 will be my candidate number. I'm gonna do full stop. Then I'll save that. Okay. So apply style H2 to all text in cell D. Okay. All right. So you want to select everything in cell D here. You want to go up here. You want to apply H2. Okay. So that's how it's gonna look. I'm good with that. Okay. So everything here done. So number 5, create a hyperlink from the image J2332 elephant.jpg to open the web page. This, okay? So I'll be able to open this web page. So let's see. Okay, so the elephant. So if you remember, the elephant should be this one. Okay, this file here. This, I think this is a hippo or something. Okay, this is the file here. So if you look at your what's it called, your evidence here, you see that elephant is this one. Okay, all right. So we'll go back right there. You want to right click on it. You want to go to hyperlink. Now I want to click on existing file or web page. So you want to click on it. So obviously it has taken me to tasks folder. So but you can actually browse and then get the what's it called, the particular web page. Okay, so and I think this is the web page they said we should connect it to open the web page. Okay, so you can click this guy and then open it. Okay, so you never told us any target frame or anything so that it will open in a new page, so I'm going to just ignore that. Okay, so I'm just going to okay that. So I will save my changes. So let me be sure that my link is working. So I'm going to refresh this. Okay, so if I click on it, you should be able to open this. Okay, good stuff. So everything is working. Why did it open on a new page? On a new, oh Jesus. Oh my God, I forgot that it didn't open in a new tab actually. So it is fine. That's actually what the question is about. It's supposed to be. Okay, so the next one will be create a hyperlink from the image J2332 monkeys.jpg to send an email to this. So I'm going to just copy this, copy email address, and then with a subject line of this. Okay. Okay, so the monkeys, create a hyperlink from the image monkeys, right? So you want to go to monkeys here. You want to make sure you click on it and then right click, and then you want to go to hyperlink. So here we need email. Okay, so the email address I already copied, and then you can paste it right there, and then go copy the subject. So the subject is supports a monkey. Okay, copy that. Oh, sorry, I think I copied a whole lot. So you copy that. You want to come back and then paste the subject right there. Okay, and then you can okay it. Okay, you can okay that. So let's test our. So let me save the changes. Let me go. Okay, let me just open it again on Chrome and then test to see if it's working. So if I click on it, it should be able to control my Outlook, which I wouldn't want to. I don't want it to open. Please close that. Okay, so it works. Okay, all right. So that's so we are done with 5 and 6 actually. Okay. Number 7, attach the style sheet J2332 task.css to this page. Save your document. Okay, so let's go attach the style sheet. So you want to go to the right here and then click on style sheet, attach style sheet. And I think you can also get that style sheet from I think format or something. Yes, format. Format here, you go to CSS style and then you see attach style sheet. Any one of them, you can do that. So I can browse for the style sheet, and then this is the style sheet that I need to open or attach. Okay, you can okay that. Okay, so that makes some changes. So let's go and see our web. So this is where the problem is. So you see that there's a way our site is looking. So let me resize it. Let me see whether it's going to take a particular shape. No. Okay. So one thing that we did not actually do, which I will even tell you to start doing it in the beginning, is that we need to make sure that the width of the pictures that we added, they are all 100%. It will fill 100% of the width of the cell. Okay, so let me click on this elephant. That's the banner here. I will just click on it once to be able to locate it in the in the code. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to remove this height here so that everything will show well in the browser. Okay, so instead of, so the width here, I will make it 100% of the width of the cell it is in. So I'm gonna make it 100%. So it is important that you do this. So I intentionally ignored it to see the outcome. So, you know, so I thought it's going to take shape, but of course, I wasn't expecting it. So that's for that. So what I'm going to do, I'll start clicking each of these images. So I'll click on it just to know it, to locate it directly on the web page. So I'm going to simply remove the height here. You can make the height 100%, but it doesn't really matter if you make it 100%, but the width has to be 100%. So I can just make the width to be 100%. Okay. And then the next one, let me just do them one after another so I don't miss anything. The next one will be the elephant. So I'll just click on it and then locate it on the okay. So I will just, you know, remove this and then of course make the height to be 100%. Okay. So the last one will be the tiger. Let me locate the tiger here. Click on the tiger, locate it where it is on the code. And then instead of having the height to be 1000, I will just remove this. The height on the original, or the original what's it called, picture, it's already 1000, so yeah, good. So width has to be 100%. Okay, so after doing all these things, so the reason why I'm doing this is if you go up here, where is that place? Okay, see, you see this, make sure the aspect ratio is maintained for all images within the browser. Okay, so let's see if there's going to be any change. So let's save these changes and then let's go back to the browser and then refresh and see the changes. See, so everything takes shape. So it is important for you to make the width to be 100%. Okay, okay, good stuff. So that's for that. So we've been able to preview and then it's showing us everything, and we've been able to save our web page, right? Okay, so this is done. Okay, now display the web page in your browser. Take screenshot evidence and place this in your evidence document. Make sure that all the page can be seen, all the text can be easily read, and then the address bar is fully visible. So that address bar being visible is very, very important. Okay, so if we go to our browser here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce the okay, let me just make it to be a little smaller just to be able to capture everything. So I'm just going to adjust it this way. Okay, so everything is showing. Okay, so I can actually move this to the side a little further. Now, as you can see, this address bar here, what was the word again? What was that word? Yes, address bar. Okay, so I can just, my interest is to remove some things. Okay, so let me just remove maybe a few things just to make I want, because if you have, let me just remove a few things here. Let me just remove this. Okay, so because I actually want this to show the task to show. Okay, so I want the task to show the folder. All right, so it's important that you show that. Okay, even if you don't show it, I don't think is, but make sure that you capture the address bar actually. Okay, so I'm such a perfectionist, so I can just take a screenshot, making sure that I take address bar, and then everything here is shown. Okay, so I can take a screenshot like this, and yes, copy that. What step is this? Let's say this is step 7. Okay, step 7. So I go to my evidence, I'll go down there, enter, and then step 7, evidence, then colon, next, and then paste it right there. Okay, so you want to be sure that everything, the text, everything is showing pretty well, and I think you can see that everything is showing pretty well. Okay, so I can actually resize this. Can this thing come to that page? Okay, so it moves into the page. Okay, that's fine. All right. So that's about it. So display the HTML source in your editor. Take a copy of the HTML source and place this in your evidence document. Okay, so my HTML source will be my source code here, which is here. So the only thing I just have to do is to Control A to copy everything here. So, and then come here, and then still this will be step 7 also. Step 7 evidence also. Do I even have to write that? Just paste everything right there, bro. Just paste it, paste everything. You don't have to mind, just paste everything the way it is. Okay, so I think that's the end of it actually. Okay, so selected. Okay, so everything is done. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and share the video, and also like the video. Okay.